Alright, y'all. Hello. Welcome to 8th grade science. I'm back to making videos today. I might be doing videos a little more in the future now that we have our Chromebook cart back. We will see. But today we are going to do a video, alright? So I want you following along. This is the front page of your packet. You should see the word plate tectonics, and then you should also see the word subduct right underneath it, okay? We're going to spend about 8 to 10 minutes on this page trying to figure out what are the 3 types of plate boundaries and what do they cause, okay? We can start up top at plate tectonics. That's where I want us to start. When you see up here at plate tectonics, what I want you to write is the movement of Earth's plates. So like in the video you watched right before this, we talked about how Earth can be split up into all these different plates. That's not one big piece of land. It's all these tiny pieces that are constantly moving. And plate tectonics is what we refer to as the process of these plates moving, okay? So plate tectonics means Earth's plates are constantly moving, all right? You're going to see this word subduct. What I want you to write for the definition of subduct is to go underneath. We're going to talk about in convergent plate boundaries how plates can subduct one another. One plate goes under the other plate. That is called subduction, all right? There are 2 types of tectonic plates, continental and oceanic. I bet you can predict what these means. I'm going to give you continental. Continental plates are plates made of land. Kind of fits with what we know continents are, right? Continents are made of land. Continental plates are plates that are made of land. But there's other types of plates. They're called oceanic plates. Oceanic plates, what I want you to write here is plates made of, I'm guessing you can guess this one, it's water. Plates made of water, okay? So we're going to have continental plates coming together. Those are plates that are made of land. We're going to have oceanic plates. Those are plates that are made of water. This is what really matters today. We're going to be talking about these 3 different ways they can move. And based on how these plates move past each other in the Earth, they make different landforms appear, all right? Let's start with convergent. Convergent means to come together. I want you to put that in quotes. Come together. And then next to it, I want you to draw an arrow pointing to the right and an arrow pointing to the left. Those arrows are converging. They're coming towards each other. That is a convergent plate boundary. Just like that, we have a divergent plate boundary. I want you to put quotes and put divide apart. In divergent plate boundaries, plates aren't moving towards each other. They're moving away from each other. So you know what to do with your arrows. Take them, draw them apart. All right. There's a 3rd type of plate boundary. This is called a transform boundary. What I want you to do right here, I don't have a good trick for you on this one, but we're going to write slides past. Slides past. And what this looks like is I want you to draw an arrow up and an arrow down. So they're not moving towards each other. They're not moving away from each other. They're next to each other and they're sliding past each other. They're not moving towards or away. They're moving past each other. That is a transform boundary. Now, if you pull out a little bit and you look at these pictures are going to show you what types of things, what types of landforms can form at these plate boundaries. That's what we care about today. Not just can you tell me what is this convergent or divergent. You need to be able to look at something like a mountain, a volcano, a mid-ocean ridge, and you need to be able to tell me, Mr. Muntz, that's formed at a convergent boundary. All right, so we're going to get down to that. I want you to start by writing the word convergent or converge up and down in this box. I'm going to just write converge. All of these things above this line are made by convergent plates. And you can see in these pictures, right? The arrows are moving towards each other. They're converging. Here this arrow is moving towards each other, and this one's sliding underneath. That's actually a subduction zone. We're not going to talk as much about subduction zones, but remember, subduction means to go under, right up there. So these are all formed by convergent boundaries. We need to circle 2, okay? First thing I want you to circle is makes mountains. Second one I want you to circle is makes volcanic islands, okay? Those are the 2 that really matter. All those matter, but what really matters is that convergent boundaries, when they come together, form mountains and volcanic islands, all right? Move down here. Now we see these arrows moving not towards, but away from each other. You guessed it, that is a divergent boundary. I'm going to write diverge. Divergent boundaries, remember, mean they divide apart. Divergent means divide apart. Okay, the two that matter here, the first thing I want you to circle is Rift Valley. Rift Valley is really important, and so is an oceanic ridge. Okay, so if two continental plates diverge or move apart, they form a big rift valley, and if two oceanic plates diverge, they form an ocean ridge. Okay. Final one down here, I want us to draw in arrows. Draw an arrow going up like that and an arrow going down like that. I want you drawing those two arrows on your piece of paper. And then what I want you to write inside this box is going to be smaller. I want you to write transform. I'm going to write trans dash form. A transform boundary. And this really matters, so I want you to put 4 stars around it. Transform boundaries create earthquakes. That's all you have to remember. If there is a transform boundary, an earthquake is created. I want you to write one more word off to the left. Put quotes and then write the word fault. Sometimes people refer to transform boundaries as faults. Faults in the earth, big cracks in the earth. All right? Those are your notes for today, all right? To review, we talked about plate tectonics being the movement of Earth's plates. Subducting means to go underneath. Continental plates are made of land. Oceanic plates are made of water. Convergent means to come together, and that forms mountains and volcanic islands. Divergent means to divide apart. That forms valleys and ridges. And transform means to slide past. That forms earthquakes, also referred to as faults. All right? Flip your page with me. We're going to do one guided practice problem together. Then you are going to try the next 2, okay? Let's read the top question. The map to the right shows a number of mountain ranges that have formed over millions of years in North America. I need you to circle the word mountain because that appears somewhere in our graphic organizer. And if we take a look back, scanning our graphic organizer, you should be doing this today as you work, trying to find what forms mountains. And I'm scanning. I see mountains right up here. I'll put a red dot by it, pink. I see mountains. That is formed by a convergent boundary. So I want you to write that. I want you to write converge. That'll make things simpler for us. So now we're thinking mountain ranges, convergent boundaries. The map to the right shows a number of mountain ranges that have formed over millions of years in North America. Which of the following accurately describes the formation of these mountain ranges? Now all we're looking for, y'all, is trying to find convergent because we know it's our answer. A says mountain ranges are formed by plates sliding past each other at a transform. No way. These mountain ranges are formed by plates moving away from each other at a divergent. Nope, I'm looking for convergent. These mountain ranges are formed by plates moving towards each other at a convergent boundary. Sounds good. Let's check D. These mountain ranges are formed by an oceanic and a continental plate moving past each other. Remember, past means transform. So our answer here is C. Okay? Now check these next 2 out. What you need to pay attention to when you try these next 2 problems are what types of plates am I seeing. So I want you, before you go, to label this as land and this as land. That's key to answering this next question. I'm not going to tell you what type of boundary it is. You should be able to figure out based off a key word. It starts with an F, but it's made on 2 plates made of land. Then I want you to look at this next question. Same thing. You should be able to identify the boundary type, but look here. Which of these is land and which of these is water? Okay, that's it for the video. I want you to try the next 2 guided practice questions. When you're done, give the thumbs up. Me or Miss Weaving will come give a check. Good job, y'all.